They shall ever be your strength and your comfort. When all is said and done, I would ask a favor of you.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. We are continuing where we left off here in patch 5.3, Reflections in Crystal. So long story short, we went through the dungeon, we defeated the new trial, and we lost Grahatia, at least for the time being. Let's moving on to Nothing Unsaid. Yastola's eyes seem to be staring into your very soul. Claire, if you are ready, would you recount to us how the day unfolded? So you reached out to Elidibus at the last, and his heart was moved. I'm not sure I did the right thing. Perhaps you did, perhaps you did not. None can say. But the important thing is this. Though violence proved unavoidable, you did at least come to understand your foe. And in knowing his hopes and dreams do we best remember him and his legacy. So long as they remain unforgotten, the love he and his brethren bore for one another, and the star may yet be rewarded. You said that an ancient came to your aid, but how is that possible? A gift from FFXIV. He knew of Elidibus's plight. Foreseeing his own death, he made preparations to bring Elidibus's suffering to an end, lest his friend be left to continue the struggle alone. Or I so widely speculate, it is unlikely we will ever know the truth. The best we can do is remember events as they happened, no more and no less. And the Ronkins so rightly put it, history is learned, not lived. Ah, there you all are! My friend, we were given to understand thou wert injured. Shouldst thou not be abed? Lie down at a time like this? Don't be absurd. I would have come sooner had the guards not made such a fuss. Now tell me, what happened? Where is the Exarch? I see. Claire, could you show me his spirit vessel? Yes, both his soul and memories seem intact. Good. Unlike the others, his ether was not highly charged, and so it did not seem necessary to employ a familiar for the imbuing. But I needed to be certain all the same. Oh, what a relief. Then 'tis but a question of restoring his soul unto his flesh. And as thou didst lately tell me, the success of this process resteth on no more than our friend's soul recognizing his flesh as its own. Given his apparent desire to return to the source with Claire, one would think his soul would be only too happy to be home, no? Surely he wouldn't balk at the relative newness of its accommodation. So one would hope, but none can speak for the Exarch's heart of hearts, and he can no longer speak for himself. Furthermore, though I have drawn upon all of my not inconsiderable experience to predict the outcome, the fact remains that there is no direct precedent for what we are attempting. Will his body accept his soul? Will his essence blend properly? Will he awaken whole of mind? Any number of things could go away. Assuming I have succeeded in tempering your expectations, I should probably add that I did ask the Exarch if he still wished to return to the source in full knowledge of the risks. A simple enough question, one would think, warranting a single word reply, yet the answer I received was rather longer than that, almost comically so, in fact. Regardless, out of respect for the man, I shall attempt to recite it, with a certain amount of poetic license. As I grew older, the burdens I carried became ever more numerous, burdens which weighed upon my hopes, burying them deep within my breast, so deep that I couldn't be certain that they were still there. But when I looked around me, I am reminded that, no matter how deeply buried they may be, our hopes never truly disappear. No, they are always with us, guiding us, driving us. I see it in Volfrey, who sought to vindicate his existence by creating his paradise. I see it in Ranjit, who forsook his life's cause in order to protect that which he held most dear. I see it in the people who choose to struggle rather than surrender to despair. And though our struggles may differ greatly, since the very beginning of time, they have all shared that one common thread: hope. We struggle because we have hope, and when the time comes, I too will embrace mine. I will follow my heart, regardless of the risks. And I will live with all my being, as befits one who has been granted a second chance. There, I told you it was long, and unspeakably sentimental to boot. One would think them the outpourings of a druid-eyed boy, not the old man the Exarch seemed to believe he is. I mean, really, he's scarcely been alive as long as I've been in hiding. I dare say he is blushing in his vessel. Speaking of which, we should make ready for our own journey. Time remains of essence, after all. Needless to say, once we leave, there is no guarantee we can return. If anyone has unfinished business, now is the time to see to it. I must pay a visit to Slitherbough. Let us reconvene here anon. There remain some few matters which require mine attention in Il Mheg. May I leave Thancred in thy care, child? I've been meaning to get some flowers from Infilia. I thought you might help me choose them, and then we could go to Navath Orang together. One last time. A fine suggestion. Lead on. Well, it's back to you more for me. Amongst other things, I owe the mayor an apology about his airship. I assume you have places of your own to be, Alisaie. I shall see you later. Oh, that's so sweet and sad. Oh. I shall take this opportunity to conduct a final inspection of the spirit vessels. Given what is at stake, one can never be too thorough. And where is Alisaie? So many people just piled on top of each other. It just takes forever to load. Come on, this is the final part where we say goodbye. I don't want to, but we have to. There you are. As you probably guessed, I'm going to pay a visit to the inn at Journey's Head, but I want you to come too. I realize you don't need to say any farewells, but the Exarch does, if only in spirit, so I thought you might bring him along, so to speak. I'm sure he'd love the thought of being lugged about on his hero's back. So let's be off, shall we? I can't wait to see how Halric's doing. Oh, that was so sweet, though. But I love what Beckluk was saying. It was like, his words are much more of like a poetic dreamer instead of like the old man he claimed to be. I mean, look at him. He's barely been alive for as long as I've been in hiding. Well, I think he might be a little bit older than that, well, considering most of the time he spent trapped inside the tower, so I think he might be a little bit older, so to speak. Halric! Halric! Oh god, don't tell me he's wandered off again. Quickly, Claire, we have to find him. Oh, Alisaie, I didn't see you there. If you're looking for Halric, he's gone for a walk with one of the others. They're planning to visit the graveyard, if I'm not mistaken. Well, that's a relief. Shall we adjourn to the graveyard, then? Now that the eaters are gone, it's been a sight more peaceful in these parts. We owe it all to you and yours. Okay, I think I know what this is gonna be about. Why we're visiting the graveyard. Oh, greetings, Claire. Looking for Halric by any chance? There he is. I was afraid he wandered off again. Oh, there's no need to worry. Halric's safe and well. He's been showing good progress and likes to go for walks of late. Though his steps usually bring him to this particular spot. Oh, I wasn't aware he had family here. He doesn't. It's Tesleen. Her sword, that is. We buried it here in her honor. So he remembers. What brings you back so soon, out of interest? I didn't think the next round of treatments was due yet. Oh, no, it isn't. Look, I realize this is sudden, but I've come to say goodbye. It's time for me to return home. But rest assured the treatments will continue. Bet-Luke will continue to oversee them in my stead. I see. You did mention that you and your friends were searching for a way home. Needless to say, we'll be sorry to see you go, but I know everyone will be happy for you. Truly. Happy and grateful. You've done so much for us, achieved what none of us dared hope was possible. And we'll see to it that your good work continues, and that no more poor souls are buried here before their time. So rest easy and take care. We wish you every happiness. Thank you. I will miss you all. But it isn't time to say our farewells quite yet, so if there are any tasks that need doing, hunting bees, fetching water, and what have you, just say the word. I mean to make use of every last moment here, after all. The time left to you is precious. That's right, Halric. That's exactly right. Those words will guide you true, so never forget them. And neither will I. Take care. Thank you for coming to see Halric, Claire, and Tesleen as well. She did always enjoy having visitors, and none were more welcome than you and Alisaie. What? I'm not crying! I just have sand in my eyes, that's all. As I mentioned, I mean to stay here as long as possible. In the meantime, perhaps you could go in looking on the others? Alphinaud, for instance. If anyone is crying, it will be him. Sure it is. Aww. I mean, what's wrong, Alisaie? You can admit it to us that you're crying. And alright, let's head back to Eulmore.
Oh, Alphinaud!
Please, Lady Chai, dry your eyes.
The thought of never seeing you again is more than my poor heart can bear!
It's you. As you can see, Alphinaud has broken the news. I don't know how to console her. She thinks we'll be lost without him.
Indeed, my friend. Nothing unsaid. Lady Chai, I have a confession to make. On the day we ousted Lord Vorthree, when I revealed the truth of his tyranny and your complicity in his crimes, I did so with great trepidation. Not out of fear that you wouldn't listen, but that you might never recover. There was a time when I too, in my hubris, believed myself worthy to lord it over others. And when the lie was laid bare, when I was forced to confront the cost, the lives lost, it all but destroyed me. To awaken from a naive dream to so harsh a reality, I would have understood had you all surrendered to despair. But you didn't surrender. Far from it. You picked yourselves up and rose to the challenge. You found a path forward and the strength to walk it, and to keep walking it, day after day. But what struck me is how much faster you found it than I did.
Really? That felt pretty slow to me. But rest assured, we'll make Yulmore into a nation anyone would be proud to call home. Eventually. You can still come and go as you please, I believe. When we have good tidings to report, I may trouble you to be their bearer. There may also be less than good tidings, in which event I hope I can trouble you for your counsel.
I should be honored to provide it, Master Chai.
Oh, Alphinaud, I know you aren't one to sit still, but do remember to take your ease from time to time. And no matter where you are, remember that there are people here who are praying for your health and happiness. Our brave and gentle artist, you have our love, now and always.
And you mine. Please take care.
Oh my god, I don't know what to say to that. That seemed a bit much, because, like, the way she was treating him is like she's saying goodbye to her son for, like, the last time. That seemed a little bit unexpected. I don't know. What's a good word? I don't know. Forget it. But you could see that he looked like he was getting ready to cry. I mean, I know they got close in that time, but... oh my god. It's a little too sweet there.
Oh, thank goodness you can still return. If I had bid farewell to you both, my heart would burst here and now. Like Alphinaud, I know that yours is a life of constant employment, but do visit us from time to time. It would mean the world to us.
I hear the airship crashing and the ring. Never mind. The important thing is you're all safe and well. That said, we should probably retrieve the wreck before the locals strip it for trolley parts, or perhaps we can make a trade of it. I understand the Exarch will be leaving with you. Capable though his custodians are, the Crystarium will be poor for his absence. It seems the coming years will be a period of transition for both of our cities, but through mutual cooperation I am confident we will find a way forward. It's a strange feeling, Claire, to stand in the company of our friends, knowing that I will never see them again. I struggle to reconcile it in my mind. But this I know, I shall cherish my memories of Norwood, of every soul I met here, for the rest of my days. I shall look forward to your tales of their endeavors. Oh! The journey continues. Forgive me, I realize now that I have never asked you what business brought you here. Can I be of assistance? Alisaie said that, did she? Well, as you can see, I am quite alright now, unlike her, by the sound of it. Perhaps you might consider visiting Urianger next. Given his conversance and idiosyncrasies of the Fae folk, I doubt it will be an issue, but a small part of me worries that they may not relinquish him willingly. As such, I would feel better if you were to look in on our friend, assuming you have the time, of course. I still need to say my farewells to a few others here. Pray look in on Urianger, and I shall see you at the Crystarium. Sure thing. Okay, so we're heading back to Il Mheg. Ooh, does this mean we're going to be saying goodbye to Firewall? Oh, that's going to be sad. I love Firewall. Okay, so Urianger is going to be at the Bookman Shells, which is his home away from home, I suppose. And it is dark out here. Dark and foggy and not really the best light to be leaving Il Mheg from. I don't know. Of all the areas around here, despite the lack of things to do here, I just love Il Mheg. I was kind of hoping that it would be like sunshine and rainbows and just... The Faefolk would be giving us a fond farewell before Firewall steps in and was like, starts threatening them for trying to steal us away. That'd be cool. Oh look at all the pixies we got around here. Oh, truer words never spoken. Why tidy up now when you can do it never? Oh, wise words, my friend. Ha, that I should have the pleasure of welcoming a guest, even as mine own occupation draweth to a close. What bringeth thee hither, my friend? So thou wouldst grant the Exarch a final tour of the realm which hath been his home these 100 years. A noble gesture. As for Master Alphinaud's concerns, thou may rest assured that all is well here. Far from detaining me, our Fae friends have agreed to assist in the transportation of these tomes onto the Cabinet of Curiosity. Not more remaineth to be done. Regardless, 'tis well that thou didst come, for I've been meaning to show something to thee. An object I chanced to find after thy victory over Elidibus. Though it had lost its radiance, it's unmistakably a crystal of light, one that did, in all likelihood, once belong to Oddbert. Having been interred with his body, it would have remained upon his person after his possession by Elidibus. And when his mortal form was, forgive mine indelicacy, consumed by thy foe to fuel his transformation, I posted that the crystal did tumble free. Save that which doth abide in thee, it is all that remaineth of our friend. And if thou art willing, I would have thee deliver it unto Seto. I can think of no worthier recipient than he, and no more fitting a bearer than thee. As ever, thou wilt find the Amaro in Walkendorf. My thanks, Claire. Oh no! The crystal shall grant Seto a measure of comfort, I believe, and to receive of it from thee shall only add to its meaning. Oh no! We have to go. I was hoping we'd get to say goodbye to Seto. Ever since like the end of Shadowbringers, I wanted to go and tell him what happened with Oddbert, that our souls are kind of merged together. I've been wanting to tell him that, but it never happened until right now. It looks like we might be able to tell him, and now I'm sad. Who knows how he's gonna take that news? Oh, and it's so foggy I can't see anything. Really, like, if I didn't have the map here telling me where to go, I would not have a clue where I was going. Oh. Oh, poor Seto. Okay, let's do this. I am expecting something good here. Ah, full glad am I to see you safe and well. Rumors spoke of strange spectral foes bent on your destruction. But with the sky returned to normal, I assume all is well again. So to what do I owe the pleasure of this visit? Crystal of light believed to belong to Oddbird, though it's lost its radiance, you would swear that a faint light still shines at its core, as if to remind you that hope never dies.
Is that Oddbird's crystal? So it is. It has changed, but I would know it anywhere. However, did you come by it? Then, even in death, his enemies found a way to profit from his sacrifice. Oh, it grieves me to think of his body being used for evil ends. But, thanks to you, his honor is restored, and he may finally find peace. No words can express my gratitude. I will keep this crystal safe to the end of my days. Rest easy, my friend. You have earned it. Pardon? Very well. Oh, how can this be?
Seto, my old friend. You've grown.
Oh, Oddbird, how I've missed you. I'm sorry I couldn't keep you safe, or even console you. Had I only learned to speak sooner, I would have told you how much you meant to me, how much I cared.
I knew. I always knew. But I'm happy to hear it nonetheless. Thank you, Seto. My partner in crime.
I see. His journey continues. Then I will not yet bid him rest. With you, he may look forward to many more adventures. It has been a while since last I flew. Perhaps I too will go on a little adventure? Ride the winds, seek the horizon? Yes, I think perhaps I will.
Oh, I love that! Oh, no! Thank you, Claire, for taking care of Oddbirds. May your adventures together take you beyond the farthest horizons, and may they always lead you safely home. Oh, my heart! Oh! So he is still there! Oh my god, I've been wanting to have a reunion with those two since we first came here! And now it's pouring rain. Really? Oh, but I'm so happy! I'm so happy to have seen that! That was so sweet! Oh, and I'm really happy because this here is proof that, you know, Oddbird is still with us. He's not gone forever. I don't know how this whole thing is really going to work. I mean, because most of the time, like, when a rejoining happens, it's by force, but this here wasn't by force. So, is it because he willingly joined with us that a part of him will still remain? I mean, won't that get a little bit confusing? I don't know. I loved it. That's what matters. It was fantastic. Ah, art thou returned? Tell me, how did Seto receive thine offering? Remarkable. 'Tis fate that thou should be the one to undertake this task, I think. As Oddbird liveth on in thee, so too shall he and his comrades live on in the hearts of the people of Norvrond. And their tale, now rightly told, shall inspire new warriors of light for generations to come. That was really sweet. I love that. In fact, I think that's a good place to end it for right now. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you all have a good rest of your day.